We're going to go to item number 32, A Better Way, adopting contracting standard board policy for janitorial, landscaping, and security service contracts. This is an item brought forward by myself and Supervisor Lawson Remer. I appreciate tremendously her partnership in this. Today's action really is designed to ensure that the contractors we hire here at the county, the janitorial staff who is here, the landscapers, the security personnel, to make sure that they get a competitive wage package, health benefits, sick days, to make sure they have better workplace protections and proper training. The proposal includes a first-of-its-kind wage theft fund in which a portion of contract award is withheld from the contractor and will only be released pending no wage claim thefts made during the life of the contract. I really appreciate tremendously all of the workers in our county, and we work really hard to do right by them. But in particular, I want to say a special thank you to a group of workers who often feel unseen. That's our janitorial staff, our landscaping staff, our security staff. We appreciate you and we recognize you and we see the value that you bring, but we know that our words alone are not enough. We need to take action to make sure that you get paid fairly, to make sure that you have good worker protections, to make sure you have the basic dignity of paid sick days and other benefits that workers throughout our county have had for so long. We know during the height of so much of the pandemic and everything we went through, you all continued to show up. You continued to work. You continued to make sure our facilities were clean, responsible, safe, and you continue to do everything that we asked you to do. And so we're here today to take some action to try and recognize that and put in place some structural changes to help ensure that we're doing right by workers who work so incredibly hard for us. I think it's a small step forward, a pretty significant step forward in terms of what we're doing, and it's something that I believe it is long overdue. I want to say a special thank you to our Office of Labor Standards and Enforcement, who's been helpful on many of these issues. I want to extend my appreciation to our district attorney, who has been willing to step up and lean in on issues of wage theft and misclassification and other issues. And I think we have seen some challenges as it relates to our janitorial contracts here in the county, and we've had to take action and move forward. And I think this helps solidify a better way moving forward. If approved, the Chief Administrative Officer will begin to implement the contracting standards and all requests for proposals posted after December 13th, 2022, and all subsequent contracts for janitorial, landscaping, and security service. We think that this is an important step forward. Some of the provisions that are in our board policy include labor peace agreements. These are important to guarantee labor peace and to protect the county's proprietary and economic interests. Collective bargaining agreements. This agreement helps empower employees to negotiate the terms of employment, such as pay, benefits, hours, leave, job health, and safety policies. First-of-its-kind wage theft fund, which I mentioned earlier. Establishing a wage floor for services contracts based on conducting a benchmark analysis in 5-year annual, looking at comparable jurisdictions with similar contracts. Janitorial registry and sexual harassment prevention training. Worker retention policy to require contractors to retain existing workers when a contract changes. Compliance with all local, state, and national laws. Contractors will be required to comply with all of the local laws and rules and regulation, and the County Office of Labor Standard Enforcement will have the ability to investigate or audit any potential allegations of wrongdoing. And contract enforcement. The Office of Labor Standards Enforcement will have an important role to play in contract enforcement. With the consideration of this policy, we are solidifying the value that we put our county contractors, hold them to the same standard that they be required to provide dignity and respect to the workers who are there. And I've heard so many of the stories and meeting personally with so many of our workers of the struggles and challenges they face, and we want to provide a better opportunity for a quality life. Folks who want to work hard are not asking to get rich. They're simply asking to be treated with the basic human dignity and respect that I believe every worker should be afforded. And I think this is a strong step forward in us looking out for folks who work so incredibly hard for us. And so with that, I'm pleased to make a motion to adopt the recommendations in item 32.